Well, the film's called Icarus, sort of based on the ancient Greek myth of the same name, Icarus. And in our story, we follow a young boy growing up in a village here in Namibia who has this dream of flying. In the mornings, he walks through the veld, he looks up at the sky and he sees these planes flying overhead and he tries to emulate them. He climbs trees and jumps off and hurts himself. And we follow him trying to build this sort of fantastical flying device with the little bits and pieces he finds in the village. We cross-cut between that story and this boy, now a man, in the city, in Windhoek, trying to survive and make ends meet and getting involved in the underworld and a bit of crime, etc. But with the goal still to save money, to go to flight school and be a pilot and fly. Well, I was interested in these sorts of characters. I felt, we all have dreams, we all have these sort of outrageous ambitions, a lot of us. And I was interested in exploring that and seeing how this kid coming from circumstances where he wouldn't really have that kind of option available to him, yet he has this grand dream, and how he sort of has to struggle and compromise and to try and achieve his dreams and goals. I was very interested in that, but also thinking of us as Namibians and the kind of history we've had, and we are striving to create this country and to build this nation, since independence, and the difficulties and challenges we've faced in that process, and the mistakes we've made, and the successes we've made. And I think his journey also parallels our own country in some ways. And there's sort of very common themes to this part of the world and that are still universally understood, like, rural to urban migration, crime. There's a femme fatale character that lures him into the sort of underworld. So there's all sorts of things. So there's definitely a drama, but there's elements of, romance, there's elements of action and sorts of things. Hopefully it'll appeal to as many people as possible. I wrote the script. We have Joel Haikali, local Namibian, famous Namibian actor and filmmaker. He's playing Dantago, which is our male lead, and we have Senga Brockhoff, who's also tied in to be one of our female leads. Crowdfunding is this new phenomenon that's taken the world by storm, which allows the public, actually puts the power of filmmaking back in the hands of the public, back in the hands of the people, through sites like Indiegogo and Kickstarter, but there are hundreds, there are loads of them out there now. And through the website, you encourage the public to support your project, through financial contributions, through sharing the page with other people to get them to support. And the idea is that you offer the public the chance to be a part of creating the movie, but you also offer them, unique rewards to make them feel like they're part of the process. It's seen established names like Zach Braff, Spike Lee, Don Cheadle get their films funded by this platform instead of depending on the Hollywood model.